all you do is literally, you tell us where you want to work, do real estate. We put leads in your system, your AI talks to leads for you, and all you do is show up to the call to actually talk to the seller. This has meant that out of the box, literally you sign up and join this platform. The next day you're talking to sellers. There's no building, there's no doing 5 hours of training, there's no learning the system. It's super intuitive.
This is about basically must see to believe real estate SMS marketing and AI marketing. It's doing it automatically. And actually, this truly is real estate investing made easy. Welcome to Real Estate Investing Made Easy. Enough about me and what we're going to cover, because the man behind all of this is here with us, and it is Sean Shirk. Sean, I would love to introduce you, and I'll just say he's a genius when it comes to what he does. I'm going to let you tell us a little bit of your backstory. How did you get started in this AI world of marketing and real estate, and share some journey? Because it's probably not unlike a lot of you who are listening to this, except you don't have to go through a lot of what he did, which he's going to share, because there's an easy button. Sean, it's good to have you.
Thanks for having me on. I'm really excited to speak to this topic. I am a self-admitted ex-failed wholesaler. I know you guys had more success than I have with wholesaling. My origin story is basically starting off doing wholesaling for about 6 months, building my own systems, hiring VAs, and downloading leads and spending upwards of probably $10,000 not getting a single deal. After that, I had the luck of meeting, my business partner, Bill Hawthorne, who taught us creative real estate methods, which, if you're not aware, is instead of, wholesaling, where you're having to find these unicorn sellers and negotiate over a 30% discount, you're able to pay their price and rather negotiate on the terms to make your profit. Within a month of switching over to using creative methods and the system, we had our first deal. And, since then, we scaled up to doing multiple deals a month, done millions of dollars of creative real estate deals without needing any bank loans, and, do them in any state. So right now I'm in Peru, and I live in Florida part-time, and all of our properties you have never seen. And that's possible through technology. So for 2 years, I was investing with systems and technology while working a full-time job. So I know what it's like to be an investor that only has an hour or 30 minutes a day to do deals. I know how important it is to automate and systematize things so that you're actually doing the high dollar per hour tasks, like talking to sellers and closing deals, instead of spending all your precious hours, pulling lists or trying to reinvent the wheel and make your own systems, which, is what I had to do.
Yeah, your story is not unlike many other people's stories. And I love the fact that you're open and you're admitting that I am a failed wholesaler. Not everybody is going to be successful in real estate investing, just as 98% of the real estate agents out there are basically doing nothing. And that's not a knock on agents. I'm a realtor too. Here's my point though. He's talking about those high priority tasks. Those are revenue generating activities. And how much time are you as an investor spending on those revenue generating activities? If you have a 9-to-5 job, we're full-time in this. This is what we do now, but it wasn't always the case for Sean. And he had a system actually that he built, and it's way smarter than any system I have ever built, because it's doing it for him in a creative space. And on this channel, Real Estate Investing Made Easy, we're all about creative real estate investing. It's just about getting a deal done, doing what works, what makes sense for the seller. So when you're 30 minutes to an hour a day, what are you doing? Are you trying to build systems? Are you manually following up with prospects? Are you manually targeting prospects and then trying to convert them to leads yourself? If you are, that is a good activity to be doing. But what's better is if you're on the phone, just like Sean said, with motivated seller leads, closing deals, locking up contracts. That actually kind of leads me to a question. I know that you talked about your own experience. I'm obviously benefiting, me and my partners in our business, Lazarus Property Group, from your platform that you've built, which we're going to get to, but you've shared it not just with us, but with hundreds of other users, anywhere from beginners to advanced. So we're the advanced that plugged in, right? And I think you have how many clients right now that are actively using what you built to market for their business and generate leads?
Right now, we're up to around 200 investors that are, I know a lot of other systems. It's like, this is one part of their system, and then they duct tape 3 other systems together. Our system's built by investors, by us, for investors, and it's an all-in-one system. So you literally run your whole business, your whole real estate business, your whole marketing all in one place. And we have 200 investors right now that are running their entire real estate business on our platform.
So when we talk about our own business, what we're doing and what we're teaching, and those of you watching right now, you may be familiar with this, that is, we kind of take this 3-tiered approach. I call it the trifecta of marketing. My business partner, Chris Deal, he just said that it's the trinity of real estate marketing, or off-market lead generation, or direct-to-seller lead generation. We've thrown around a couple names, but at the end of the day, what it is there's 3 different groups of types of leads that we'll target in our own business. And that is on-market opportunities, which we'll use Privy for that. And you guys have heard us talk about that. I mean, we have lots of videos and stuff about Privy. That's to source the deals, to understand like what's working. And then we're talking about off-market lead generation, which we're doing text message marketing. We talk about SMS marketing all the time, which is great. And we've been doing it for almost 5 years now. So 5 years specifically targeting SMS, among other things, because we believe that all marketing works, some better than others. If it gets you an ROI, that's what it's about. But then this third is, if they're not off market, if they're not on market, what are they? Well, they're somewhere in between. We can pinpoint that. And what it is expired listings, people that raised their hand and said, I want to sell my property, but then their realtor failed them. You guys know the Realtor Failed You campaign has always crushed it since 2009. I've been doing that. That particular niche is a great niche to target. But what if I told you that you could actually automatically target those individuals who raise their hand without having to go to the MLS or work with an agent to get those lists scrubbed, skip traced, and then direct to seller market to those people? And then you had a system that was able to actually automate the process of getting your creative pitch in alignment with all the docs that you need, with everything. And all of it was automated, including the communications and the outreach and the back and forth. So we're having him on here to talk about that. And when we look at this, I want you to speak a little bit more to the expired listings. There's also for sale by owner. How does that work? How do we get in front of those leads which are motivated, and why pitch the creative angle when we talk about these 3, the trifecta or the trinity of real estate marketing?
It's our favorite leads right now. I mean, so the way it works is they just tell us, you tell us where you want to do real estate, and we put a 50-mile circle around you. We just give you for sale by owners and expired leads, skip traced. And the whole point is, not only are we a lot of other lead providers give you some Excel sheet. Now you have to go take that Excel, you have to go skip trace it, you have to upload it, it's okay, but it's kind of like halfway for us. So what we do is we actually, basically find the leads for you, skip trace them, clean the data, upload it for you, and actually text the leads when you want to work. So say you get home from work at 4, your texts are going out for you at 4 every day. But then that's what you said is, we're fairly new, where we started probably 7 months ago, and we meet with our customers every week to feel what their pain points are, and what our pain points used to be. And what people run into, like you said, is, especially if you have a full-time job, you have 2 choices. It's either like you're checking your system all the time and responding to sellers and texting, which is a low dollar per hour task. Like, you don't have to be a genius to do that. It's kind of a waste of your time. Or 2, do what I'm sure you've done, is just hire and train a texting VA. And anyone who's had a texting VA, it's like they'll last for 2 weeks. You spend all your time training them up, and then 2 weeks later they're gone, and you have to go hire a new one. Or maybe they start showing up late for work, or they miss a motivated seller. It's like, it's so bad. So that's really when technology came to the point where it's good enough that we could replace VAs with something that, like you said, works 24/7, always replies within the minute, always has the right reply. And actually, not only does it just reply back, it actually moves the leads for you. So it puts them in the right buckets, whether it's wrong number, or whether it's a drip campaign where you want to follow up, or if they're ready to go right now, it'll actually schedule an appointment for you on your calendar without you even knowing it's happening. You'll just be sitting there, and you'll get a text on your phone, hey, you got a new appointment with Chris at 7 o'clock tomorrow. And all you do is literally, you tell us where you want to work, do real estate. We put leads in your system, your AI talks to leads for you, and all you do is show up to the call to actually talk to the seller. So really our whole goal is to take away as much time from that boring admin stuff that just sucks up all your time, is like so demotivating, and just move your time purely to doing real estate and like talking to sellers, which is really where the money's made and where, the skill set matters. You don't make money by being the best texter in the world, but you do make money by being able to structure great deals.
What do you mean when it's helping you structure these creative deals?
And our whole goal is to just pre-qualify sellers lightly and set you up with appointment. And actually within our system, we have a creative real estate script that we've been using and all our clients have been using for, a couple of years. And we built it out to really what we want to do is disqualify sellers. It's not a qualification script. It's more like a disqualification script. And it runs through in creative real estate. The only two people you ever want to talk to is either someone who's willing to take a discount or someone who's willing to take terms. And that script basically finds that out through really, good questions as fast as possible if they're in one of those two buckets. And, another tool that we built to help beginners, like the biggest problem that we've seen with creative real estate is there's so many different ways to structure deals that you just get analysis paralysis, where you'll get a motivated seller and they'll tell you exactly what they want. And you're like, all right, what should I do? Is this a subject to deal? Is this a seller finance deal? If you do know the type, you're worried you made yourself a bad deal. So another tool we made is actually the creative real estate calculator, where you put in simple numbers, like 5 simple numbers, like purchase price, mortgage information, how many years they're willing to be paid until they're paid out. And it automatically tells you the best deal type to do with like a red, yellow, green stoplight chart. And then you actually click on the deal type and it structures the perfect deal for you. So that learning curve that stops so many people from doing creative, I know something I wish I had. I mean, it took me 4 months with personal mentorship to truly click like when to make what offer. And even then it's like nervous that I was make myself a bad deal or I'm going to lose money. And that's really where our first tool that we added onto the system that people were dying to have is just a simple calculator that, like I said, simple. You talk to seller, you get your numbers, it makes the offer for you, and it also makes your memorandum and emails it to the seller for you to sign.
Pin down on the contracts. What types of contracts are there? Because I know I'm using it, but the contracts that you can do, because that's the question that I always get a lot. Well, I don't know how to use the contracts. What contracts should I use? So I know they're already there through this automated process.
We've actually updated the system even more so, because that was kind of the next, since people have had a lot of success, our whole goal is within, our big philosophy is real estate is done by doing real estate and talking to sellers. It's not learned in a classroom. And like you said, there's so many master classes where people are paying $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, and they're just getting purely information. And so maybe they're able to make this beautiful Excel offer in their head, but they don't really know what to do when they're actually talking to sellers. To go back to the documents, people would make those offers with the calculator, and then they come to us and say, hey, Sean, like I got this subject to deal. How do I make the documents for that? What our answer used to be is, hey, here's a document with like red lines for where you put your info in. And we took it a step further, where now you make an offer on the calculator, and then whenever you're ready to actually close the deal, you can actually print your closing documents, and I'll do your closing documents for you automatically. So you just click that button and it download it onto your hard drive with like the seller's information and the exact deal that you just structured. So you don't even really have to know how to do the documents. It walks you through them and actually does them for you. The majority of the people that come to us, they're beginners, but they're not really beginners in the sense that we're the first person they've ever tried real estate with. I mean, that's like the small minority. Almost everyone that comes to us has either tried to do it themselves and spent more money and more time than if they just took a done for you approach and used our system, or came from some education where you go to some hotel room, pay $5,000 to get in the room, you sit through 2 days of PowerPoint trainings, and then they throw you off in the world like now you can do real estate. And the reality is, like, you can know everything about doing creative real estate deals, but at the end of the day, anyone who does deals consistently knows that real estate is actually marketing. It's a marketing business. And even though you're the best person at real estate in the world, you will not be successful unless you know how to market, which comes down to having the right systems to market for you.
This is about basically must see to believe real estate SMS marketing and AI marketing. It's doing it automatically, not just the marketing too. That's the point. It's also doing the contracts ostensibly for you. You have to plug in some numbers and plug in some info, but it's freaking insane. So for everybody who's wondering, what is this platform that you're talking about? This is called not REI Reply, Creative REI Reply. And I'm going to drop a link and you guys can check it out. I mean, I know that every single person is going to go check it out. If you do use the link I drop in there, you get a done for you AI assistant 1 month for free. So that's Mia, bro. That's who is literally getting deals teed up for me, for Chris, for my business partner, Brad, and we are freaking crushing it. And of course, there's other things that we still talk about. And I wouldn't necessarily say, as a successful real estate investor in our team, that, hey, this is the only thing you should ever do. But guess what? It could be. And that's the point, especially if you're a 9-to-5er. When you're ready to scale your business, of course, we have all the information. We talk about how to do that, how to scale your team, this and that. But if you're in a position where you're fulfilling your passion, even if you don't have a 9-to-5 job. So tell us a little bit more about that as far as like the platform.
This is actually one of our users' accounts. So really the way we set you up is right now, like you said, you just tell us where you do real estate and we put a 50-mile bubble around you, a circle, and we'll give you for sale by owners. So those are people that listed their own property, and expired listings. So those are people that tried to list their property traditionally with a realtor and it didn't work. So you know that they've raised their hand saying, hey, I want to sell and I need a creative approach. So we put those leads in your system every single day, filter them. So you can see here, I filtered this. So if you just scroll down, every single one of these leads is put in there by us, filtered for mobile phone number, and then texted with a customized campaign. And a lot of people, without getting the weeds with texting, it used to be called text blasting because you could send 5,000 texts at once and they'd all go through. And that's why we're all getting like 5 texts a day from random people. And if you noticed, you don't really get many texts from people anymore because they've made it super hard to get text through. So we have a bunch of secret proprietary technology working in the background to make sure that we get over 95% text deliverability. So you're not wasting money on leads that never get texted and your system getting shut down.
Can I merge this with my current Go High Level account, Dan said?
No, this is based on Go High Level. This is Creative REI Reply. We're partners with REI Reply, which is really popular, been around forever with David and Susan. Same people, including myself, run Creative REI Reply. So, everyone says REI Reply, the best thing about it is the support is bar none, which I've actually experienced. I started building out our platform on REI Reply and loved it. And that's basically how we ended up linking up was, REI Reply is amazing, but it's more of a do-it-yourself approach. It has everything for you in order to do all the trainings and build your own follow-up campaign, build your own text campaign, build all of on your own. This has meant that out of the box, literally you sign up and join this platform. The next day you're talking to sellers. There's no building, there's no doing 5 hours of training, there's no learning the system. It's super intuitive. If you can tell, if you know Go High Level, the very base is Go High Level. And then we just added on and bolted on a bunch of tech in the background that you don't even see and you don't even have to worry about. And as far as the AI, if I just filter for tag here with appointment requested, I can see these are all the leads, these 62 leads, all requested appointments through him via AI. He never talked to them. He never texted them. It's all done for him. So if you open it up, you can see these conversations that the AI is having. I'll undo privacy mode for a second. This is all AI. So we're not interested to go back to market. No problem. Congratulations and fantastic. I mean, there's tons of these conversations just getting better every single day. It does everything for you. Where you had to go in the past and do wrong number or put someone manually in a follow-up or go back and forth 5 times to figure out a time that worked good to have an appointment. It's all done for you. So really our process is having the AI schedule appointments like this for you. And then here you can see these are the 5 numbers we talked about earlier that you need for a creative transaction. So you really just put in your numbers here for, say, the Zillow value, seller desired price. Let's say they want 90 grand. You put in monthly mortgage payment, let's say 800, current mortgage balance, let's say 75. So you're just following, we have a script here in the system that all of our users follow. So it makes it super simple. You just follow the script. The red are numbers that go in the calculator. The blue are just motivation notes that you can save here on the right. You go through this script. So let's say minimum deposit, they want 3,000 and term length 5 years. So now you have, in the past, you'd have to think forever and know a bunch about creative to even know what this type of deal is. But now you literally just click calculate here and all the numbers come in automatically for you. And it tells you green, yellow, orange, red. With green, this is an amazing deal. You need to move on this now. Yellow, it might be good. You might have to tweak it. And red, it's not a fit. So as you and I know, just from glancing at these numbers, it's a subject to deal. You open it up and you could see the deal structured for you with your max level offer that you can tweak live with the seller on the phone, because every seller is different. Some are going to want more monthly payment. Some are going to want more down payment. So you basically present your beginning offer here and then tweak the numbers as you need. And then you can actually scroll down and see your deal analysis to make sure it's still a good deal.
How many of you are looking at this and thinking, I wouldn't know how to do these contracts if I didn't have this step-by-step hand holding exactly how to do it? Don't be shy. It used to be us, right? But now it's not so much about we're trying to get in front of a learning curve. That could be the case for you, but for us, this is speed and efficiency. And actually, this truly is real estate investing made easy. That's why we're talking about it here on this channel.
Even us who we know how to structure a deal. It's like, why would you want, I still would much rather have this, because I'm on the phone with a seller under a lot of pressure in a high stakes situation. I'm over here trying to do mental math to figure out, oh, okay, well, if I pay him $700 a month instead of $500, does that ruin the deal? Can I do that? Or, there's no point, just have it. Even for people that do know how to structure deals, it's still a huge, huge benefit, because anyone who's closed a creative deal or talked to a seller knows, the first offer is almost never, how often you make your initial offer and that's what you end up closing with. Almost never. It's always a back and forth, which is why this is just so valuable. It gives you your best starting point and then lets you change things from there live on the fly. Gives you your benefits to the seller, why the seller should do this deal type instead of a traditional transaction. And then your deal analysis to show you all your money. What we harp on is money now, your money monthly, and your money later. And your cash on cash. It gives you everything you need.
Yeah, that's insane. I wanna pause because I wanna go back to this person's account that you are in right now. And you said 4 weeks. They're 4 weeks into it, right?
Yeah, for maybe 5 weeks. Yep.
Okay. Regardless, 4 or 5 weeks, and you were using the term that there's 4,000 something leads in there. What you mean is there's 4,000 something prospects in there. The leads that were generated were 60 what? 60 what?
62 appointments being set all by AI. You have to talk to your sellers, and
Bro, this is bonkers. Okay, so Chris is on here too. Just know that what we've done in the past, our clients have paid us for done for you marketing to generate 30 plus motivated seller leads every single month. And we 30, 40, 50 leads every single month was $7,997 a month. And people paid it gladly because of the return on investment that our done for you marketing got. So look at this, $7,979 for 50 leads every single month. And this one just generated within 4 weeks, 64 leads, hot leads too, not crap leads, hot leads, people who are raising their hand to want to sell their property creatively, where you can literally make money right now, cash flow it. And if they want to refi you out, you can make money later in a chunk. Or if you want to sell the note, you can make money then. That's what we're talking about right now.
Exactly.
This is bonkers.
Yeah, it's totally your oyster. Right now I talked about the for sale by owners and expireds, but as you know, and people on the inside know, we're problem solvers, and we meet with our clients every single week to hear what they need to do to do even more deals. And the number one response was, hey, I have all this time now. I'm not pulling lists. I'm not texting people back. I got AI for that. They're I don't know what to do with myself. I just do 1 call with a seller a day, maybe 2 calls to sellers, follow up a little bit. I don't know what to do with myself. I need more leads, because now that I'm not doing all the work, I'm talking to more sellers than ever, and they're actually doing more deals in less time, because all the admin and the stuff that used to be, just kind of procrastinating with is gone. And it's almost forcing you have to do the value add work of talking to sellers. The rest is done for you. You don't have the option of procrastinating. So our next thing coming out is done for you off market leads as well, where, instead of right now, we do the for sale by owner and expireds. Coming out very shortly, we have done for you off market leads as well. So people that haven't listed it, and exclusive leads where you're looking. We have like 7 lists that are our favorite creative lists of all time, such as like senior out of area owners, like tired landlords as one of them, or we have subject to lists, and we'll be able to, you'll be able to do as many leads as you want per month. You get to choose, and they'll be put in your system just like these leads, texted for you the same way. And the best part, it'll be cheaper than if you did it yourself. So like if you were to go to PropStream or whatever you use, go figure out which list to pull it, skip trace it, upload it, text it. It would cost you more to do that yourself than us doing it for you every single day. So that's really the next key we have. That's going to be a total game changer, especially for the people ready to, turn it on and do more volume. I guess we teased it, so we may as well show it, but the sending the offers is here. So like as soon as you structure a deal with a seller, we call it a memorandum. As soon as you are ready to go, you can either download it here. So if I open this up, it is the exact offer. I don't want that. This is the exact offer. It's going to have your business's logo on it that you're going to send to your sellers. This is the exact terms that we just fiddled with in the calculator, the benefits to seller, super professional. And if we go back, we can actually just click create memorandum and send that memorandum to the seller's email instantly. And while you're on the phone, just say, hey, go open up your email. We'll review the offer together. And if they love it, they'll click save. You'll get a text and you'll get a copy of the saved version. If not, they can reject it, even put comments why, and you can come back with another offer. So that's the memorandum. And like I said, there's also the official closing documents here, where it walks you through step by step on actually creating your real closing document. So here you can see it created our exact purchase and sales agreement for subject to in 1 second. So what used to take you days, and you're like worried if you put in the info right, or you're gonna like blow the deal because you don't know how to do the docs, it just was done for you in 2 seconds.
That's awesome.
And you can download it and DocuSign it to your seller right now.
Pretty sure every single person is going to be interested in the system. I mean, this is if you're putting it in the perspective of somebody that is been through it, right? You and me, my business partners. Dude, I've been doing this since 2009, and there's no other system that I've seen that is this high level. No pun intended that it's built on go high level. But what we're going to do is we're going to do this again. And we're going to go even deeper into this, because this is a topic that is absolutely up and coming right now. If you were to search SMS Marketing AI, this video right here is at the top of the list. So it's being searched for, and people need this information because we're all after the same thing, right? Time freedom, financial freedom. Those are just buzzwords to most people, but they don't have to be. And that's the point. So continue to follow us as we make real estate investing easy. Sean, any last remarks? Anything else you wanted to say before we jump off?
No, just thanks for having us on. Like you said, there's a lot of gurus over there that spend all their money instead of investing back in the product. It's just marketing, and that's why you've heard of all these other companies. Like I said, we've been around for 7 months. Every user we've gotten is through word of mouth, just because we get results. This is the first time we've actually even advertised our system, and so we're super dedicated to just giving the best product possible, reinvesting in it, and just giving something that works. We're not here for 2 months to go get your money and then they leave. It's people that come on, they get results, and that's why they don't leave. So appreciate people share this, help bring people on, and hopefully see you guys on the webinar. And if it's a good fit, we can help you make real estate easy.
Thank you all so much. We'll talk to you soon.